Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Ingram picks it. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack it.
It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. First carry for Josh Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And he'll give it here to his running And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on first down. Cook. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run. Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They run the counter with Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A nice run on first down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a carry for Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 3rd down, Hayes. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd down, Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll set up to throw. Left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 6. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Jannard Avery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete here.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a handoff looking right. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because
he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And Riddell has it, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll go down the number for getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think it might not be. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just
and take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And some space here. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. He'll look to throw.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they move a step closer to 5.